Charles, thank you so much for joining me here at T3.
Thank you for having me.
So I'd love to learn more about Coastal, who you are and who you serve.
Sure. So Coastal actually refers to a group of companies. Coastal Equities, which is a FINRA member broker-dealer. Coastal Investment Advisors, which is a separate affiliated registered investment advisor, SEC registered. And then Coastal Insurance, where we have several underlying insurance agencies that serve the insurance needs of our representatives and their clients.
And obviously a big topic is always going independent, especially, why is it such an attractive option for brokers and maybe advisors who think the grass is a little greener on the other side?
Right. So we actually acquired Coastal Equities back in 2008 when we saw this wave of move towards independence. And when I say we, the management team that makes up the firm, most of us, but not all, were producers at some point. I started my career in 1996 at Merrill Lynch. And we've heard about independence and this move towards independence, and we really saw it start to pick up in 2008 when we had that crisis. So a lot of representatives reconsidered their situation. And we thought it was a great opportunity for us to put together a firm that we would want to have as producers, right? So we built the firm that we would want to have. Of course, as time has gone on, I've been unable to act in that capacity, having taken on a leadership role within the firm. So I gave up my book years ago, but I still think about, everything we do every day is driven from the vantage point of the producer. And how do we best serve that independent advisor's needs and those of their clients.
So how can working with such a strong partner like Coastal really solve for challenges for advisors and ultimately relieve any burdens they may have?
So we look at our job. Our job is pretty finite. Our job is really to deliver a broker-dealer platform, an investment advisory platform that will meet the needs of our representatives and their clients. So I like to tell people when I'm talking with them about coming to our firm that our job is really to do three things. It's to ensure that what a representative does on a daily basis is legal, it's ethical, and it's compliant with the rules. So our job is really regulatory and compliance primarily, right? It's to provide access to a clearing firm, and it's to provide solutions that will help them best in their daily life, right, going about their business. And then it's to get out of their way. Right? We're not here to tell a representative how to run his or her practice. We're here to provide those things that they need and then let them go do what they do best.
So you mentioned regulation. So obviously, regulation best interest. How is Coastal dealing with that and those regulatory realities we're facing right now in this industry?
Right. So I can tell you, we think we're pretty on top of it. We've been out in front of this regulation best interest since it was announced. There's a lot that goes into it, right? And there's a lot of unknowns that go into it. But we have prepared for it to the best of our ability. Our Form CRS is substantially done. The disclosures are done. We've looked at our product shelf. We've looked at the costs and fees associated with the products on that product shelf. And we're still working through some pieces of that. But we do think that we are as best positioned as any to deal with Reg BI.
And what would you say is keeping advisors up the most at night, especially in this regulatory environment? What do you hear the most from your clients?
That's a good question. We don't hear a lot about regulations from our advisors because I think they have some confidence that we've got that sort of covered.
They're trusting you ultimately, sure.
Yes. What we hear most about are fee compression, right? We hear some about that, and tech solutions, and how appropriate, right? Because here we are at T3, and that's the reason we're here, because part of the three things I said that we deliver are scouting these tech solutions that our advisors want to use in their practices, and I think that's what I hear probably most consistently is look at this floor. How many vendors are here? There's got to be 100. Right? That's a lot for an advisor who's trying to run a practice on a daily basis to sift through. So part of our job is to sift through that for them and deliver to them a package of what we think are best-in-class solutions for them.
So how is Coastal ultimately supporting, dually registered advisors and RIAs then?
Right. So we do support hybrid advisors. Very candidly, it's not a business that we seek primarily, but for those advisors who want to form their own RIA but still do a fair amount of commission business, So long as it makes sense for both parties, we are happy to support that business.
And what trends will you be focusing on this year and beyond?
That's a good question. There are so many. There are so many questions. Primarily tech, right, and how we can improve the firm's tech stack so that we can better operate our firm, and then deliver a tech stack to our advisor for them to use in their daily practice. That is our primary focus going forward.
So then I should probably say, what technology then has you most excited, and what do you think will be most beneficial to your firm moving forward then?
Well, that's a hard question to answer. I can tell you that what we're most focused on is how to deliver a single pane of glass solution to our advisors so that they can incorporate those technologies that they want to use in their practice, but through a single sign-on, so that they're not logging into multiple sites. So
that
the clients
seamless experience.
Seamless experience. That is what we are focused on. And it's a challenge. It's a challenge in the sense that, one, that's a tough thing to do, but we think we have the right vendors to do that. Two, some of our advisors look to us to take the lead and provide them with, the tech stack that we think best. But then others, right, as they're independent, they want to take that lead. So the challenge is, how do we serve both well? And so what we're moving towards is that single pane of glass sign-on, integrated with the major players in this business, the major fintech companies in this business, delivering a tech stack to the advisor that they could use as a package, but also with the ability for them to add components that they may want to add, but through that delivery mechanism.
Well, it absolutely sounds like advisors then should be speaking to you to help them sort out their tech stack needs. So Charles, thank you so much for your insights.
Thank you.
From MEDICI Studio, I'm Shannon ROSIC.